You have a calling, something that you are meant to do, something that pulls at you when you're quiet. But the thing is, you're not quiet anymore. You're scrolling, you're consuming, you're watching everyone live out their purpose while yours sits untouched. Social media just didn't stop and or pause your calling. It distracted you from it. It kept you busy enough to ignore the pull. It gave you just enough content to fill the void instead of addressing it. And now, years have passed and you're in the same place. Still scrolling, still consuming, and still avoiding the one thing that you were supposed to be doing. And today, we're going to talk about why social media is still distracting you from your calling and or what you know it as what you're supposed to be doing. But first, let's go ahead and roll the introduction clip. Yes, my name is Leah and I'm the face behind Content by Leah. I help content creators make an impact on YouTube, but I also help the entrepreneurs grow their income within their business all without using social media. If you're new to this channel, I want you to grab a pen and paper and take some notes because I tend to over deliver. And plus, you're gonna love it on this side of YouTube. And if you're not new to my channel and you're a returning subscriber or you haven't subscribed yet but you're back, I just want to say, hey, welcome back and I'm glad you're back. Now, I am the YouTube accountability partner and we're going to talk about that later, but let's just go ahead and dive into the topic. First thing first, social media fills the space where your calling should live. I need you to understand that your calling requires space. Mental space, emotional space, creative space, and any other space that you decide to come up with. It needs room to breathe, to grow, and to take shape. But see, social media fills every single gap within your day. The moment that you have a free second, you're scrolling, you're watching, you're consuming, and there's no silence. Essentially, there is no space for your calling to speak to you. And here's the thing. Typically, your calling does not scream. It whispers. It shows up in the quiet moments. In the moments when you are alone with your thoughts, asking yourself, am I really meant to do this? But see, you never have those moments anymore because social media fills those moments. It occupies every inch of your mental bandwidth. You're so busy consuming everyone else's content that you don't even have the capacity to create your own. You're distracted by what everyone else is doing that you can't even focus on what you are supposed to be doing. Social media didn't just take your calling away. It made sure that you never have the space to hear it. But then number two, I want you to know it being social media has you focused on the wrong metrics. Your calling is not about likes. It's also not about followers. But may I add that it's also not about trends. But see, social media trains you to measure yourself by those things. So instead of pursuing your actual purpose, you're chasing validation. You're trying to build an audience before you even build the thing that you're supposed to build. You are performing for people who don't even care instead of actually doing the work that matters. And the worst part is, social media makes you feel like if you're not getting engagement, you're not making progress. Now, I need you to hear me loud and clearly. Your calling does not need an audience for validation. It does not need an approval for it actually to be considered real. It just needs you to show up and do the work. Social media has convinced you that visibility equals value. But the most important work that you will ever do will be in private and behind the scenes where no one can see it. And if you keep measuring your progress by social media, you'll never be able to do the work. You will stay chasing numbers instead of purpose. Thing number three is that social media makes you compare your calling to someone else's. Let me tell you how that happens. You see someone that is living out their purpose, and instead of you feeling inspired, you feel behind. You start to comparing where you are to where they are at. You start questioning whether your purpose is still worth pursuing because somebody is doing something similar, and they may even be doing it better. And see, because of that and many other reasons, social media starts to turn your calling into competition. And when you are in competition mode, you are not in creation mode. You are not focused on your unique path. Instead, you are focused on keeping up with everyone else's. But I need you to understand that your calling is yours. It's not meant to look like everyone else's. It's not meant to fit a trend and or an aesthetic. It is meant to be expressed through you in your way, in your timing. But see, social media won't let you believe that. It keeps showing you what everyone else is doing and make you feel as if you're not enough. So instead of stepping into your calling, you actually shrink back. You compare, you doubt, and you stay stuck. Now, there's many more things that I can point out, but I'll make this my last point for this video. The last thing is social media gives you a false sense of productivity. Let's say that you're watching videos about content creation or entrepreneurship, and you are saving posts about that growth. You may even follow the people who inspire you. And at the end of the day, you feel like you did something. But in reality, you didn't. You consumed, you observed, and you spectated. Social media tricks you to believe that when you are learning about your calling, that it's the same as you pursuing your calling. And I need you to understand that that is not true. Watching someone else create content does not create yours. And watching someone else build their business does not build yours. And a lot of y'all are not about to like what I'm gonna say. But see, hear me out. Reading motivational quotes does not pull you closer to your purpose. Saving posts about your dream does not make them real at all. Your purpose requires action. It requires you to stop consuming and start creating. But it also requires you to get uncomfortable. You're gonna have to take some risks and do the things that scare you even when you don't want to. But see, I get it, because social media keeps you comfortable. It keeps you in learning mode, research mode, and inspiration mode. It does anything but what? Execution mode. And while you are scrolling, your calling is waiting. Actually, truth be told, it's been waiting. And your calling will continue to wait until you decide to put the phone down and do something about it. But see, that's where I come in. Remember at the beginning of this video when I said I am the YouTube accountability partner? See, I'm here to hold your hand and hold you accountable. So yes, it's true. I told you how I help content creators and entrepreneurs, and I'm here to help you too. The reason being is because you deserve the life that you desire. It's very simple. I've said a lot in this video, so I'm not gonna make it too much longer. All I'm gonna tell you is down below in the description box is a code that you can use at checkout, along with a link that goes over to my website so that I can help you one-on-one. No matter if you're a content creator or entrepreneur, I am able to help you. But I'm gonna need you to look at my reviews so that you can see the other people that I've worked with and what they have to say about me. Don't just take my word for it. But also, I need you to understand, if you made it to this point in the video, you watched the entire video. Or who knows, maybe you skipped through it. But one thing that I do know is that now you know better, you need to do better. And I'm willing to, yes, hold your hand, like I stated, to get you to where you need to get to. And if you're not ready to invest in yourself just yet, I will leave some information down below in the comment section. However, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell below so that you are notified every time your girl Leah, posts a video. So with that being said, my name is Leah, on the face behind content by Leah, and I'll see you next time.